we're going to talk about Israel, okay? Israel is this country right here. Okay, you heard about it. You're probably Christian. You read the Bible, talk about Israel and stuff. And many people trying to put the correlation between Israel in the Bible and Israel that you see today. The question is Israel today the Israel of the Bible? Question mark. Now, why are we talking about them today? Because this man right here, his name is Emmanuel Macron. Do you know him? He's the president of this country right here. Yeah, that's France for you, okay? Or France in American English. France, yeah. Emmanuel Macron has said that he's going to recognize Palestine as a country. Congratulations or what? Well, I don't know. I know you're probably scared to clap your hand because you don't want to you don't want to irritate Israel. Well, the bottom line is this. A lot of people are scared of Israel. They don't want to talk about anything that doesn't go to the account of Israel because they fear punishment in some ways. In any way, let's talk about this. So Macron says he's going to recognize Palestine as a country. Why? Because Palestine and Israel have been literally like one country.
I believe in the future of a two-state solution as the basis for a regional security architecture that will allow Israel to live in peace and security with its neighbours. I believe in a need to unite our voices in Paris, London and everywhere else to recognise a state of Palestine and initiate this political dynamic, which is the only one consistent with the prospect of peace.
Well, let me give you the account of the Palestinians. I know there's an account for Israelis, but let me give you the example of the Palestinians. Now, the Palestinians say that that country belongs to them.
Okay, I think the Palestinians, they will not stop saying that we want a country. So in the end, if we got to the point that we have our state.
Israelis also believe that that country you see on the map belongs to them.
We're looking for the green line. Do you know where the green line is?
And exist.
It doesn't exist.
All of Israel is our land.
All of Israel is yours?
Yeah.
Did the green line used to exist?
No, never.
No? You don't recognize the green line? There is no green line.
God gave us Israel, all of it.
Now, what's the story? Let's see the Palestinians' accounts of the story. We're going to talk about the Israelis some other time. Now, the Palestinians say they lived there for hundreds, if not thousands of years. After World War II, you remember World War II, it started in Germany, where they were unaliving a lot of Jewish people, okay? Now, after the war, they took Jewish people from all over the place, taking them to Palestine for them to have a second home. So Jewish people came from Italy, from France, from Portugal, from England, from all over the place. They all went to Palestine. Now, Palestinians believe with time, the Jewish people that were supposed to be guests and friends, that were accepted nicely in a foreign land, started taking over. They became powerful, strong, because they were supported by the United States of America and Europe. When the first came, the Palestinians said the Jews were occupying very specific areas. But with time, they kicked out many Palestinians out of their houses and they've taken the entire land. And now the Palestinians are the enemies. That is the account of the Palestinians. Now, the Jewish people say that that land belonged to them. That's what they talk about in the Bible. They say, according to the Bible, the land belongs to them like 4,000 years ago. You can't say that the Jewish state was created after World War. Their land is there since 4,000 years ago, if not more. Now, the Ugandan president, this man, Yoweri Museveni, says, if you have to go back in time and research whose land belonged to who back in time, today we're going to have many problems because nobody will have a land.
The other time I went to Iran, and there was the man who was president that time, the one who was president before this one, the one who is there now. Bakano Moto. Ahmadinejad. Ahmadinejad. And I told him about this story. I said, because he was saying that the Jews don't belong to the Middle East, that they came from Europe. That's what he was telling me. I said, no, but I read the Bible. And here they are. the Jews are here. I had my Bible, I showed it to him. So I could see that in some of these situations, there is a lot of ignorance. A lot of ignorance. In the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verses 9 to 13. Incidentally, you Israelis, you need to know, these Ugandans don't know that you are not Christians. They don't know. They think you are Christian. Many of them know that you are the children of Ibrahim and all that, and so they assume that you are Christian. They don't even know. I think the priests are here. The priests must be full here. They are always talking about you as, but they think you are Christians. They don't know that you are not Christians. You don't waste a lot of time in these international meetings. That's why sometimes when I go there, I sleep, because it helps me to survive the meetings. Well, I have never mediated in the issue of Palestine. But if you invited me, I would give very clear ideas in a very short time.
If indeed we have to go back in time, it's going to be very complicated. Why? Because if you look at the lands today, look at these lands. You see this? This is Botswana. This is South Africa. People in Botswana speak Setswana. Now, a lot of people in South Africa speak Setswana as well, but this is two different countries. Well, how did these people that speak the same language become two different countries? That's a question mark. It's very simple. It means when the white men came and drew the line, separated people that are actually brothers into two different countries. Now, what if Botswana say, by the way, we want to take South Africa, the north of South Africa or this side of South Africa belongs to us. Look at the map, Botswana and South Africa. What if Botswana say this actually belongs to us? All the people that speak Setswana in your country are actually ours. We want our lands back. It's going to be war. Because this is the same thing that you found in the Congo next to Rwanda. It's the same thing you see between Uganda and Kenya. Look at the map. Yoweri Museveni said if you have to redraw all the land, even if the story was truth about Israel, then nobody's going to have a land. Now, why is this important? This is important because Emmanuel Macron has always been a friend of Israel. As you know, you don't talk about certain things. You know what I'm trying to say. Europeans in general always support Israel. Why is Macron angry right now? He said, enough is enough. You've done too many things. What you've done is shameful. This is Macron saying, not me. Don't put me into that. I still want to get a visa, my brother. Yeah. So Macron say on the next reunion of the United Nations, they're going to recognize Palestine officially as a country. Okay, because apparently they refuse to let Palestine be its own country. It's like, we've come to your land, we've taken the land over after we were, that is the Palestinians' account. But now we won't let you be free. And by the way, we don't want to give you a land for you to call a country. How is this going to go? Let me know how you feel about this, fellas, man. God bless.